Hello there, everybody. How are we doing? Welcome back to my channel, Boomy Reactions. I'm Boomy. Thank you for watching, my lovelies. So today, guys, I would like to watch another Cowboy Kent Rollins video with y'all. I feel like I haven't watched one for a few weeks now, which is a shame. So we're back with Kent Rollins, don't worry, guys. And we're going to be watching Kent show us how to make an authentic cowboy chili. So here in the UK, I would say your average person, or what we think is a chili, we'd normally make it with mixed beans, or, you know, some kind of like taco beans, beans of some description, you know, maybe in a slightly spicy tomato-based sauce. That's normally how they're packaged, or, you know, they come in a little tin can. So, yes, my understanding of a chili was normally that they contained beans. Well, they don't always contain beans, do they? So is it a Texan chili doesn't contain beans? I'm still a little bit confused over the importance of the beans in the chili. And what seasonings traditionally go into a chili? Now, normally, if I was going to make a chili over here, and I'm not going to disclose my full recipe because I feel like I might get slated by an awful lot of people. I don't know how authentic it is. I don't even know where the recipe came from. But I would use Cajun seasoning. Maybe there's like a handful of dry thyme going in there as well. So let's catch up with Kent and see how to make a proper authentic cowboy chili. Sounds absolutely fantastic. And as ever, guys, if you're enjoying these reactions, please like and subscribe to my channel. If you could, my lovelies, thank you so much. If you're interested, I have a Buy Me a Coffee account. The link is over here. And should you wish to support this channel any further, my braces are getting the better of me today. If you wish to support this channel any further, I have a Patreon account. If you fancy checking that out, that would be amazing. The link is in the description below.
Cold, ain't it? Y'all want to take that chill off early? I got a traditional cowboy chili recipe and it is good. It's right here.
Woo! Now this might be a really daft question. The name chili, where does that come from? What's the origin of the name of a chili? I've never thought about that before. A chili is just a chili. Why is it called a chili? Is it like Kent says? Is it something that you eat to warm yourself up when it's chilly outside? Let me know. I'm sure somebody knows. Let me know in the comments, guys.
You can tell we might be at different surroundings. We're up here at Silver Dollar City in Branson, Missouri, and fall is in the air. And when fall is felling or fell to fall, one of the two, I'm thinking about one thing most in particular. Cold weather is coming and I need me some chili. And there's so many different ways that people make chili. I mean, every way in the world. This is probably a way that was in my family forever and ever, and that's sort of what I like to use. But when we talk about chili, we talk about chili meat. Now, a lot of people think that's ground meat.
Yeah.
But traditional old chili meat was chunk meat, like chunked up roast, chunked up scrap meat, anything like that. Throw in a pot, cook it down till it's good and tender. Then let's go to adding that stuff that makes it chili.
Guys, okay, this is blowing my mind a little bit. Why? Again, I'm going to say, I'm going to speak on behalf of the people of the UK. But generally speaking, when we refer to a chili over here, what you're having for dinner, I'm having a chili. Oh, okay. The idea of the chili is, you know, it'll probably be similar from one British person to another, as wrong as it might be. We use ground beef, minced beef. But why do we use ground beef if it's never been used in a chili? What is the logic behind that? What's the reasoning behind that? So like Kent's even said here, okay, most people do use ground beef, but traditionally it's not ground beef used in a chili. It's like, it's chunks. Okay, I want to try and cook it this way and just see what the difference is. Oh, there's got to be, I need a lesson on the history of chili.
Now, I've used pork, I've used deer, I've used elk, I've used moose. I have even tried some bear chili one time. Don't do it, folks. I didn't think too much of it when I was out there in the Gila. Today we're using 2 pounds of ground beef, certified Angus beef, 80-20 blend. Brown it up over on Old Bertha. Add the onions when the meat just starts to brown. let it come to that good tender part where them onions is sort of translucent. Let's pull it off over here at the fire and let's go to making chili. Let's start with that stuff called Rotel. Now, don't get that confused with Rotella motor oil. They do make such a thing. This is Rotel Chunky. It's diced tomatoes and green chilies. Now,
this is your wonderful brand of chopped tomatoes and chilies. Yes, I have some. Kent, I'm checking off all of the ingredients that I need to make this chili. Okay, so we're going with something that's a bit more familiar to me. So it's still ground beef. Okay.
Now we have drained it, we have. It takes 2 cans of them, and we're gonna dump them in there. We're gonna add a can of water.
Why would you drain it and not add the tomato sauce?
To help me from getting self-confused, I like to put the stuff that I have used on the right from the left. Now this is another big argument in the chili community around the world. Beans or no beans.
Oh, here we go.
Now, I've had it both ways. At home, we had less meat, more beans because we was poor. So I've always tended to put beans in there, and you can use any kind you want. I love a kidney bean in mine. Make a pot of pinto beans, save some of them, put them in here. Whatever you want to put in there, put them in there.
The topic of beans is an interesting one. So like I said, in the UK, I think for most British people, when we talk about a chili, we would envisage that beans of some description have gone into that chili. And it's like Kent said, I think the logic behind that is to make it stretch a little bit further. You know, it's a very budget friendly family meal. It's a very, very affordable one. And if there are little tips and tricks that you can use that make it stretch that little bit further, you know, creates leftovers and blah, 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 then excellent. It's a very economic meal. So yes, beans normally go in it, but it's not our British favourite beans that we like. We like baked beans on everything. Normally, they wouldn't go in a British version of a chili or whatever we think it is. So like I said, they normally market taco beans, I think it's marketed as, in my local supermarket, which contains kidney beans, black eyed peas, and don't think it's pinto beans. It might be, but I think is it haricot beans? I think it's those. So yes, we would normally think a kidney bean, the purpose of a kidney bean is to go in a chili. But yes, yeah. Okay.
1 can of beans.
Pro beans.
Then we're gonna go with some tomato sauce.
Okay.
Now if you got a garden, you can blend this down on your own. Homemade, it's even better. But I ain't got no garden up here on the road. So we got a pretty good concoction going on right here now, I promise you. I'm gonna give it just a little stir to get things sort of mixed up here. Chili got its name really from 2 reasons. It's good to eat it in chilly weather when it's cold, but also chili, the seasoning, chili, like chili pepper, chili hot, chili spice. And we're gonna add some of that to it. Now,
I'm so daft. That never occurred to me why a chili might be called a chili. A chili seasoning, chili powder, or chilies, chopped chilies going in there to create that spice. Okay, which one is it, guys? For our kind of foodie historians out there, which one is it? Do you think it's named after the chilly weather? You like to eat it because it's very warming? Or is it chili, spicy chili? Interesting. One question for you guys. So I thought your rotel was like chopped tomatoes in the sauce with the chili, the green chili or the hatch chili. Is that not the case? Because Kent's added some chopped tomatoes as well. Or are we just doubling up on tomatoes, which is never a bad thing? A bit confused.
for years, this was my go-to ingredient in everything I made except chocolate cake, biscuits, and coffee. Chipotle peppers and adobo sauce. But today, I'm changing it up because it's finally here. Christmas came early. We got our green chili chipotle relish finally jarred up, and I'm going to add me some of it, folks. How much?
A bit cheeky.
I'd say about that much right there, which is probably nearly a half a cup.
How spicy is that? This is another unusual one. Well, I say unusual to me. Oregano. I normally associate with Italian food, Mediterranean food. I would not normally put it in a chili. So it's very interesting to see this in a chili here. I'll have to give that a go. How spicy do you reckon that is?
Make sure everything is blended well. I have a taste here of this juice just to see what's happening. Whew, that is good. It's got a little chili powder kick to it. This relish and that smoke add to it. Let's take it over to old Bertha and let her simmer this rascal till it gets good and done, and we are good to go.
How long would he simmer
Got this set over here on old Bertha, and we're gonna let her bring it to a boil slowly. I'm just gonna let her love on it for about 45 minutes, let her go slow and easy. Now, a lot of you, and you've heard me say it, cooking this chili in cast iron, some people say, oh, you can't do that. So many things in there that is hard on cast iron too.
I've read this, caring for my cast iron. You can't use tomato-based sauces in cast iron because it's too acidic for the cast iron. But I've also read people saying no, it's absolutely fine. Just don't leave it to settle or to simmer or to don't leave it in there for long periods of time. Which one is it, guys? Help me out.
That is tomato-based product. Yep. Them spices like that, they are hard on the seasoning of your cast iron. Yes. So make sure when you get through with this, clean it very, very well, dry it out on a hot surface, re-season. You can cook that chili in it. In fact, I think it tastes better out of cast iron than it does anything in the world. Just remember to clean really well and re-season because it does eat on that seasoning. I don't boil in cast iron. Now that's water-based like soups, pasta. I don't boil red beans in there, or pinto beans. It turns loose your seasoning and makes stuff black. But you can boil this in a cast iron because it is not water-based purely. There is something else going on in there with it.
Okay, I'm still a little bit.
Ooh, smell that? Can y'all smell it? Let me give you a little whiff of that. That there is smelling good. Now you'll remember you got to stir this every once in a while because what happens? And beans get tired of swimming. Yeah. Lay down there on the bottom. Sticks. One burnt bean will ruin a whole batch of chili, I promise you. That's maybe why some people don't put them in there. I like kidney bean in mine and I ain't too lazy to stir it. So Bertha's got it simmering right along. We're gonna put the lid back on there so we don't lose none of that flavor and let her go.
I always thought it was the higher sugar content with the amount of tomato going on in there. Slightly more sugary than other non-tomato based sauces, I suppose. I always thought it was the high sugar content that caused it to catch quite quickly on the bottom of the pan because it does, doesn't it? It does. Chili can catch quite easily. No, maybe it's the beans.
But there's different ways I've seen cooking methods of this chili, you know. Sure, I got her sitting on top of old Bertha. Didn't want to build me a big fire one time, just used me a trivet, put some coals underneath, set it right there on the ground. I've seen people hang it over one of them tripods over a fire. People set it around a rock deal on some fire. But remember, whatever you're cooking it on, you got to stir it. Now, as you can see, if Shannon will zoom in here a little bit, this is a 12-inch Dutch oven. We're going to feed 8 to 10 people, normal folks. Tonight, we ain't feeding that. It's me and the beagle going to eat the whole pot full. I feel sorry for Shan tomorrow, but we're going to go to town on that chili. If you're cooking this in the house, I'd put it on one of them medium highs or medium on that burner. Bertha, she ain't got no knob, so we're probably on what she calls automatic pilot. And she's going to make things go. See what I'm talking about? And we're going to stir it again. Self-cleaning oven. Is what I would call on high heat right there. So how do we slow things down on Bertha? I got the eye out of her right now. So I'm going to slow this down a little if Bertha will give it to me.
Is there a vent that you can
we'll put
reduce,
this eye
maybe?
back
I don't know. How do you cool Bertha down a bit?
Set her right back over here. Now we've got it on what you would call Bertha low heat.
A lot more straightforward.
Remember, this is a Dutch oven. See them legs down there? It's off that heat a little while. Now, if you was on a regular camp oven that didn't have no legs in it, you better be careful if you're cooking it right on a fire plate or something itself, because you're going to have to stir it more often. Took it off the magical dragon over our old Bertha. In there, she got it good to a rolling boil there. We let her go a minute, slowed her down to a simmer, probably about 40-45 minutes to let all them flavors incorporate. Now, I've been wanting to take a gander at it, so Come on over here, Shan. Let's see what's happening. Ooh,
Ooh,
that
nice and
smells like
stewed
chili,
down.
folks. And that stuff right there, it will fight off anything you got going on. So I'm going to spoon me some of this up.
Any cold or
It is what's
sniffles,
happening
have some
here.
chili.
When I was to eat this, being me, I'd put me some of that grated cheese on there. I'd get me some crackers or some cornbread, and I'd put me a big old dollop of that relish that me and Shan got right on top. Stir it up. Some of y'all gonna want to put sour cream on it. Not me. I'm gonna eat it. Now remember, chili.
Good.
You can make it with any kind of meat you want. Chunk meat, ground meat, wild game, anything. Just make sure you brown it good, season it well before you start. Folks, before you go diving off in there to get a bite, you better let that cool or get somebody to pucker up on it and blow them in it, because that stuff will burn the hair off a frog's butt right there. But that's chili and it will warm you up.
I love some of the absolute crackers that Kent comes out with. I love the similes and the comparisons and the metaphors. They're very colourful and just you just don't expect them. I love them.
Wish y'all's here, you could have a little bite. That right there is hot, but it is good. It'll warm you up on a cold day, folks. We thank you so much for stopping by Silver Dollar City to see us. Hit the subscribe button. God bless you each and every one.
Bye, Kent. That felt like a shorter video than normal. Maybe it's one of his older ones. Oh, we got Kent back. Oh my gosh. Right. Normally, guys, what would you eat with your chili? I know Kent says he just eats it as it is and maybe serves it with cornbread, which sounds delicious. I have a newfound absolute love, crazy love for cornbread. So tasty. So yes, that would be amazing. That would be delicious. I've had cornbread with the Brunswick stew, which is one of my favorites. Oh my gosh, so tasty. But what do you guys normally serve with chili for our viewers from the US? Here in the UK, I'd say most people eat it with rice, chili and rice. They just kind of, for as long as I remember, they just kind of seem to go hand in hand. But now I'm thinking about it, I don't know why I associate the two together. So yeah, let me know in the comments, guys. I've got so many questions about these authentic American recipes. So let me know if you would be so kind. Thank you, my lovelies. Oh, that looks so delicious. That's what you need as the days are getting cooler. Cold. Oh, it's getting really chilly, especially as, you know, the leaves are falling off the trees. And now actually we're approaching Christmas. So yes, it's getting colder still. You need comfort food. You need good, rich, tasty food, hot food as well. Oh my gosh. So I would like to give this recipe a go. What do you think, guys? I'm gonna give it a go. Anyway, thank you for watching along with me, my lovelies. Take care of yourselves for now. Much love, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.